Hi everyone, it's time to study another great book. Now all week we've been learning about what good readers do. We know that good readers think about the title and study the illustrations to help them figure out what the book will be about. Well, good readers also ask and answer questions. They ask questions to help them understand what they read, and they answer questions to show that they understand what they've read. Okay, so today we're going to practice answering a question to show that we understand what we've read. Okay, so here's a question that we have to answer at the end of this reading. Why is it important to be a good listener? Okay, so that's the question that we have to answer. And in order for us to answer the question, we have to pay really close attention to the book. Okay, are you ready? Howard B. Wigglebottom learns to listen. Okay, so already from the title, Howard B. Wigglebottom learns to listen, I know that Howard is a friend who doesn't listen and is trying hard to learn to listen. Okay, so here we go. Howard B. Wigglebottom learns to listen. Meet Howard B. Wigglebottom. Howard is always in trouble at school because, well, Howard just doesn't listen. During story time, instead of quietly listening, Howard bounces around the room. Howard B. Wigglebottom, please sit down, be quiet, and listen. But Howard doesn't listen. Howard B. Wigglebottom, you are bouncing too close to the fan. So I'm going to pin this back. What do you think will happen to Howard? He's bouncing up and down, and he's bouncing too close to the fan that's on the ceiling. What do you think will happen to Howard? Let's see. But Howard doesn't listen. Oh no, what happened to Howard? Yeah, he got his ears all tangled up in the ceiling fan. Let's see. At lunchtime, his friends tried to warn him. Hey, Howard, watch your step. I'm going to pin this back so you can make a prediction of what you think what might happen to Howard. What do you think will happen to Howard? Look at the banana peel. Let's see if you're right. Oh my gosh! But Howard doesn't listen. So Howard slips on the banana peel. And it looks like his lunch is everywhere. So he's probably going to be hungry and he is going to get hurt because it looks like he's going down for a fall. At lunchtime, Howard's friends try to tell him something important. Blah, 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 blah. But Howard doesn't listen. So what does he do? Yes, he wraps the yo-yo string around his friend's mouth. How do you think his friend feels here? Yeah, I think so too. She feels sad because she's hurt. Right? He wrapped that around her mouth. Let's see what happens. On the playground, Howard's teammates try to help him. Keep your eye on the ball, Howard. So again, I'm going to pin this back. What do you think might happen to Howard if he's not paying attention when the ball is coming towards him? Let's see if you're right. Yes, he's going to get hit with the ball. So boink! But Howard doesn't listen. How do you think Howard is feeling here? Yeah, I think so too. He's most likely very sad because it looks like he got really hurt. In the art room, the teacher reminds the class, kids, try to keep the paint on the paper. But Howard doesn't listen. So the teacher asks him to take a time out. He feels sad. Howard does not like being alone and in trouble. He thinks and he thinks about his day. Howard makes up his mind. From that moment on, he will try very hard to be the best listener he can be. The next day, Howard does listen during story time. He waits for his turn to talk and then asks a question about the story. Howard gets a big star because Howard is really listening. While walking home, Howard uses both eyes and ears to help stay safe. Howard is really listening. So why is it important for Howard to listen here? Yes, because if you're not paying attention, you could get hurt trying to cross the street with the cars coming. When Howard gets home, he listens to his mother. Please hang up your backpack and clean up your room. Okay, Mom, Howard is really listening. So Howard gets extra time to play and have fun. Awesome ears, Howard. So how is Howard feeling now that he's listening? Yeah, I think he's feeling happy too because he gets to play and he also got a star from his teacher. So it sounds like things are going Howard's way when he starts listening. Howard B. Wigglebottom is really listening. Time for a bedtime story. Please brush your teeth first, Howard. Almost all the time. Okay? So Howard isn't listening the whole time, but he's learning to listen and he's making really good decisions about listening. So now let's go back to our question. Why is it important to be a good listener? So think about the story. Why is it important to be a good listener? Yes, because when you're a good listener, you stay safe. So Howard was being a good listener here. And on this page here, and he was safe crossing the street, right? And when he was being a good listener, here, he was able to ask an important question about a story that his teacher was reading to him. And also, when he was being a good listener, he got extra time because he finished everything he needed to, and then he had extra time to play with his friend, okay? So, in this book, Howard learns to be a good listener, and we know it's important to be a good listener because you can stay safe, and you can have fun, and you can help your friends, okay? So now I want you to think about you and your crew. How can you be a good listener to help your crew, okay? Again, you're gonna put those thoughts in your head, and tomorrow during crew, you will talk about it with your teacher and your friends, okay? This is my favorite part of the day, reading to you and then talking about books. Have a great day. I will read to you again tomorrow. Bye.